This is a potential short trade setup for KRP, Kimball Royalty Partners here. It's a component of the oil and gas sector. And we got this primary trend line off the COVID crash lows here. Plenty of reaction validated. We're putting a huge divergent high. We got negative and bearish divergences, very large, constructing on all three indicators here. And again, you know, we want to wait really for a solid break below that 1644 price support alongside this primary uptrend line off the COVID crash loads, coinciding with that 50-day moving average as well. Call it a pretty great triple recognition point of resistance, and again, a solid daily close and or 2-hour, maybe even hourly close below that 1644 price support ought to issue a sell signal, in my opinion. And you know, these are some of the targets that I'd favor right at that 1588 price support for a 2.1% drop down to 1491, which will most likely coincide with that 200-day moving average at that time for a 7.9% drop. If we cut that out, down to 1389 for a 14.4% drop, down to 1331 for an 18% drop. So we'll see if we get it. I know oil's been very unpredictable as of late when you've got two fundamental catalysts stretching each side of its arm out of black crude and Brent oil. So it's really hard to predict. But you know, if we start to have a pretty big market sell-off, you can best believe some of the components of oil should start to ease down, if not come down. I mean, we've got huge lockdowns all over China, crushing demand in oil. So again, huge SPR releases alongside a potential Iran nuclear deal. There's just so many fundamental reasons behind a pretty decent solid pullback in oil. So we'll see if we get it. As far as any more technical catalysts go, when it comes to the technical analysis, we've got a beautiful 3 outside down bearish continuation pattern here, and I've seen the majority of them usually pan out. And but again, we got to wait for these breaks, and we got to remain very patient. And again, just be patient and wait for some of these breaks. Maybe it does come back to retest the trend line and takes out the divergences, burns out the divergences, and goes up, takes another leg up. So you just never know. Another thing that I saw that's pretty peculiar is zooming in here on the hourly, each kind of representing an hour here. We got plenty of really a lot of looking doji candles where again, you just so much indecisiveness here. Bearish doji candles here, whole bunch of them. You got 1, you got 2, and you got 3 here. Just very indecisive looking candles. And again, we've got here on the hourly negative and bearish divergences that really have been constructing here since the beginning of January. And again, we'll see if some of these divergences do end up playing out. But you know, if the price of oil starts to take a hit due to some of these potential pretty big fundamental catalysts, then I believe it'll be time to scale in a break below that KRP. One of the best looking charts in my opinion when it comes to the oil sector. There's a whole bunch of other great companies out there, but KRP stands out to the most to me. Really, basically, off the reaction, huge reaction off these COVID lows here, and it's been just trending higher ever since. Beautiful volume price here at that indicator too, and it's just never ceased to amaze me how the more synchronized evidence that you have, you know, coinciding with this primary trend line, whether it be that 50-day moving average or any other day, simple exponential moving averages, and some pretty decent price support, really based off the gap here. You know, it just doesn't get much better than that. The more checks of evidence that you can get, the usually the higher probability of the outcome.